Hello everyone. Welcome back to our e-class of St. Joseph's Academy, class 3rd, subject Social Studies, and the topic we are going to study today is chapter number 18, Environment and Pollution, part 1. So students, I have divided the chapter into 3 parts, and today we are going to study the first part of this chapter. I am Anukriti Gupta, your social science teacher, and will be guiding you today for the topic. Now students, we all know about environment and pollution. So let us have a quick revision of what we studied in our previous chapter. The chapter was Knowing Our Earth Better. Let us move to our next topic, which is our quick revision. So our quick revision is regarding the chapter Knowing Our Earth Better. So first point we studied in this chapter is about globes and maps. In last chapter we read about globes and maps. So globe, it is a round figure that shows us world. Our world in a round figure shape. It is a 3D model and it is a round three-dimensional model of the Earth. We also call it as a true model of the Earth. But at the same time, it gives very little information. And the globes are very much difficult to handle also. It occupies a lot of space and cannot be carried everywhere you go. On the other hand, maps are the flat representation of the world or any region you want. In this, maps were developed so to solve this problem of carrying the globe here and there, which was difficult. A map is a drawing of the earth and or a part of it on a flat surface. Map can show you various features such as crops, minerals, industries, and even the means of transports. Wall maps are huge maps which are used for display, and we can also bind the maps in the form of a book, and when it is formed we call it as atlas. The map in the form of a book is known as atlas. So we have different types of maps. Basically we have three types of map. First type is political map. So in political map, it shows different countries, state, administrative divisions, cities, etc. It is symbolized with different colors on it. Different states have different colors, and every map is having scales. Next type of map we had is physical map. Physical map shows the physical features. Physical features such as mountains, rivers, plains, plateaus, etc. And it also shows the altitude scale. Next, we are having thematic map. Now, what is thematic map? Thematic map are based on certain theme such as soil or rainfall, weather, forest, road, crop distribution, and it is having the scale also. We must also learn to read the language of the map. So we have different color schemes for the map, such as light brown color is used to show the plateaus, dark brown is used to show mountains, yellow color is used to show agriculture land, and key is given on each and every map. The next thing we studied in this chapter was directions and compass. So every day we go to different places, and to reach our destination, we need to follow a particular direction. So there are basically four major types of direction, which is north, south, east and west. We call it as cardinal directions. All the main directions are known as cardinal direction, which is north, south, east and west. So some directions lies between two consecutive cardinal directions, and these directions are known as intermediate directions. And we have northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest as intermediate directions. North, the intermediate direction are the direction which lies between two consecutive directions. So, in between north and east lies northeast, in between north and west lies northwest, in between south and east lies southeast, and in between south and west lies southwest. These are the directions. And here is the picture of compass we use. This is a picture of magnetic compass. We have limitations for these compass also, and also these compass were earlier used. Although the magnetic compass is very reliable and useful at moderate latitudes, yet it becomes unusable in geographical regions near the Earth's magnetic poles because it does not work there properly. So this is all we had for our previous classes. In our previous class, we did everything related to this chapter and the exercise work. Now let us come to today's topic, which is environment and pollution. So let's have the introduction for environment. What is environment? Environment comprises the surroundings or conditions in which a person, animal, or plant lives. In the environment, there are continuous interactions between living and non-living things. Human beings are an integral part of the environment in which they live. So they depend mainly on the environment, use its natural resources and everything available in the environment, and coexist with each other living forms. Other living forms we coexist with the other living forms. However, the manner in which man uses his environment has changed it drastically. It is due to increasing comfort needs, modern lifestyle, industrialization, and increasing population also. So, this is now changing. Day by day, it is changing. This is an act of stress on earth that has increased many times. Thus, the human beings are the major threat to the environment. How? They depend mainly on the environment and use its natural resources, and they also coexist with other living forms. However, the manner in which man uses his environment has drastically changed, and we need to know that how the environment works with ecosystem and how it affects our ecosystem. So, in the next type, we will see what are the changes in our environment are taking place and what are the changes in our ecosystem. So environment in our ecosystem, you see, sunlight and heat we are having, we have termite mounds, rotting logs, planktons, and everything in our environment. Like you can see, sunlight and heat, termite mounds, then rotting log, and planktons, bacterias in our lakes or rivers. We can see we have insects here, we have animals, we have trees, all the living beings. But these all are related to each other. They depend on each other for their living lifestyle. This is algae. This is also a living thing. Protozoans are also there, planktons are there, and many things are present in our ecosystem. And in our environment, we are doing nothing but we are cutting more and more trees. Like here you can see the land is whole brown. Why? Because there is no tree, there is no greenery here, because the land has been rotten up and the trees has been cut. And because the trees has been cut, the grasses around them, and the soil is not bound, and it it gets erupted very easily. Whereas you see here trees and bushes bind up the soil, and the greenery is quite heavy than this area. So environment exists in many forms. We need to understand how we need to take care of the environment. Now let us read about the pollution. Pollution is basically the mixing of undesirable contaminants in air, water, land, or soil. Now, what do you understand by the word contaminants? Can anyone tell me the meaning of contaminants? You can write down in the comment box below. Yes, contaminants means pollutants. So, pollution is basically the mixing of undesirable pollutants in water, in air, on land, or in the soil. The main types of pollution consist of air pollution, water pollution, sand pollution, land pollution, and noise pollution. It also affects our ecosystem that can cause many health problems. Today it has become a global problem. Now how ecosystem is being affected by this is, now can anyone please tell me the meaning of ecosystem? What do you understand the meaning of ecosystem here? Yes. So, yes, let me correct you a little bit that ecosystem is basically a biological community of interacting organisms and their physical environment, right? So they can cause many health problems. Today it has become a global problem for this ecosystem, right? Let us read about air pollution in detail. We will read about all the pollution. Let us read about air pollution in detail now. What is air pollution? So, you see a number of harmful gases such as carbon dioxide, which we release while we are breathing, when we release our breath. So, we release carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, along with the dust particles in air, cause air pollution. Human activities, industries, and vehicles are the main agents of the pollution. This air pollution is not very much controllable. Burning of garbage, dry leaves, bonfires, barbecues, and firework display also add to air pollution. Now, air pollution, we are adding it up. Only we are responsible for air pollution. You see, number of harmful gases are mixed up to cause air pollution. Human activities and industries, vehicles are also responsible for air pollution, and we cannot reduce it. In the picture, you can see How the pollution is getting into the air? See, it is from the industries only. The industries are releasing this smoke and smog. It is releasing into the air, and we are breathing this air. How dirty it looks in the picture. Just imagine how it is going inside us and how dirty it will be when these particles, these dirty particles are getting inside our body. We are not living a healthy life because of this. Now, what are the effects of air pollution? So, respiration and health problems like asthma are caused by air pollution. Also, you can have bronchitis. Several million people are known to have died due to direct or indirect effect of air pollution because they have asthma, and because of this only we tend to die. Global warming is caused due to air pollution. The temperature of Earth is increasing, due to which the sea level is rising. Even the ozone layer is getting depleted. The sea level is rising, and the global warming is caused due to air pollution only. The temperature of the earth is increasing. Just like humans, animals also face devastating effects of air pollution. How? The toxic pollutants deposit over the surface of the water and can affect sea animals. That water can also that water is also being occupied or being taken by other animals present in the forest or anywhere, insects, and they can make uh, it sick for them, unhealthy. The water is usually very unhealthy for them. You see what are the effects of air pollution on human being also. Global warming is the problem, just like humans, animals is the problem. Like you see, destruction of ozone layer is there, then ultraviolet rays will be on us, vectorized illness will be there, ingestions will be there, then heat waves will be there, inhalation, pollutants, pollution of soil and plants, decay of forest, acid rains. These are all the reasons of air pollution. What are the effects? These are the effects. You see, the water from the tap is polluted. It is green in color. It shows the pollution. These are all the effects of air pollution in for human life, for human. We won't be able to survive if the air pollution keeps on rising like this. Now we need to know the measures and solutions for air pollution. Now, what are the measures and solution for air pollution? Number one is use public mode of transport. If we use public mode of transport, we must adopt a few new measures and we will be having the solutions with us. If we will use public mode of transport, we will not be emitting our pollution in the air. The next one is conserve energy. How do we conserve energy? By switching off our lights and fans when they are not in use. Just switch them off. When you're not there in the room or if you're going somewhere, just switch it off. Understand the concept of reduce, reuse, and recycle. These are the 3 R's of our life: reduce, reuse, and recycle. We should reduce the pollution, reuse the things, and recycle the things which can be recycled. Next is emphasis on clean and natural energy resources like solar energy and wind energy. You can also use energy efficient devices like CFL lights that consume less electricity. So when they will consume less electricity, the heat waves will be less. They will not emit heat waves. And if heat waves are not there in the environment, the sun or the ozone layer will not get affected also. Right? Just see what are the ways to reduce air pollution. You can, if you want to go somewhere, you can ride a bike. Bike means your bicycle. You can pool a car. The plants will be effective. If air pollution is increasing, then the ice will get melted. The converters, if we are converting it, exhaust fans, exhaust purifications are there, so it can convert CO2, NO2 into H2O, N2 into healthy gases if we have purifiers, right? Use energy saving bulbs, like I said. You can use energy efficient devices like CFL lights that consumes less energy. These are all the measures for air pollution. So students, I request you to follow all these things. Now let us move to the next part, which is your home assignment. So that's all we had for today in part 1. We will be reading more about pollution, and our next topic will be water pollution, and we will be reading about water pollution in our next part. This is all we have for part 1. So your homework is you have to read the chapter and collect all the information regarding air pollution. All the information, the causes, the main remedy for air pollution, the effects of air pollution, what can we do as students in our lives for to reduce air pollution. Okay, okay. I hope you'll do the homework. Let's meet in the next class. Thank you for your attentiveness. Have a nice day.